welcome back to Duckzorly and Pine Cove Farm. We are back here on Stevie's map and we're continuing off on our new season's adventure here in Pine Cove. Well, that's an extension of our previous, but with our seasons. Anyway, alright, what we're doing is we ended up purchasing a second plough because I figured we're going to need one anyway. And we are going to get a hired hand to plough in field 8 and 9. They don't need ploughing per se, but I think if we plough it now while we're waiting for the ground temperature to come up, we get the benefits of a longer cycle of crops before we have to re-plough. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take him over here and we're going to get him started on field 8 and we should be good to go from there. Alright. Take a shortcut through here. A little bit of straw left on the field, that's okay. And tickety-boo. Right, so we're just going to unfold him and we're going to set up our course. So just course generation, just quickly, field 8, headland none. We're just going to see what that does. It should auto... No, want to go the other way. So what we do there, longest edge, automatic. Let's see if it changes it. Yes, it does. Very good. That's all we want. And we're going to go from first waypoint, drive course. And he'll happily get on out and get that done. Excellent. Right. And we're going to grab the other fence. All the stuff is still in the farmyard. And we're going to grab this guy. And we're going to plough in the land ourselves. Why not, he said. All right. So, as you can see, we're still on day 2 of spring. We have ramped up the time to 15 time just till we get through all this. But basically we've got more than enough work to do for the moment until such time as we get the soil temperatures up. Right, anyway, off we go. Now I have noticed that our good friend Upsalazy has made a comment about my straight driving on one of our later Pine Cove series episodes. And chewing on your boot, Upsalazy. But anyway, I will try and drive a bit straighter for you in future, okay? He also mentioned about getting another big tractor or a bigger tractor to do all the heavy lifting. I think we really at the moment we've got the 2 fence, the 939, so the 930 series. I think they're going to be enough for the moment, without having to go anything real bigger. But we'll have a look. When we've got a bit of extra money, we'll have a look. Missed a fair bit on that edge there, haven't I? Anyway, that's okay. Near enough's good enough for government work. It will be a patchwork quilt with my driving, I realise that. And we're not using GPS or anything else like that. We're just going to do it all hydraulically. So we could use the AI or whatever else, but we're not. We're just going to do it hydraulically and see how badly we do. I mean, how well we do. All right. So we are recording this on the same day as we recorded the previous episode. So this is the 23rd of October, and my is the year going quickly. Before we know it, it's going to be Christmas, and we're going to be heading into 2022. Now, I hope 2022 is a bit better year than what it has been for the last couple, but I think the world is sort of gotten to the point now where we're dealing with COVID and living with COVID. Certainly from our perspective here, that's what we're doing. So we've got our freedom sort of coming back to us. There is hope of me heading back and seeing our family, which we haven't seen for 3 years now. So hopefully we may get an opportunity to do that, but then I do have a problem with work having requirements over Christmas too, so we'll just have to see. But nonetheless, it'd be nice to at least get away for a couple of days with the wife and kids and have a bit of a reset. That'd be nice, and we'll certainly try and plan that over our Christmas break. So we'll have to get a lot of episodes in the can ready to go over Christmas, because I do plan on, number one, I've got work to do, but I also do plan to have a bit of a break and head off for a couple of days somewhere with the kids and the wife and maybe even the dog, but we'll see how things go with that. All right. So we'll just continue on with the ploughing. I did finally get the steering wheel to loosen off a bit, which is good. I don't know if it's going to be any noisier or not. I don't even know if you heard on the previous episode. The microphone's actually quite good. It doesn't pick up any noises. Like a couple of times I know I've said apologies for the noise in the background. We had a greasy garage door, the door that goes into the garage from the house. And that's where our second fridge is, and that's where all the cold drinks and all that are kept. And quite often I'll be recording, the kids will go in there to get a drink or whatever else, and there'll be a loud creak, and I hear it clear as day. But funnily enough, it hasn't actually come through on the video, certainly with this mic. So I think we may have got this mic tuned to a relatively good position now. With OBS working as well, we've got a couple of decent filters working with that. I finally got, with the rebuild, we got OBS working properly again, which is good. Even though I said I hate OBS, I still do to a point. But what I have found is it produces the recording with the least amount of lag in the system. Now I've got various pieces of software to do recording, and one of them included is Gamecaster, and I have a Founders Edition of that. So they've just gone to a Pro licensing, and I've got Life Founders Edition anyway. That just provides too much lag. Like it actually provides lag in the game, even though it's supposed to be a very low overhead. But unfortunately, it's not the case. So I've tried D3D gear, and it's a very bare bones one. I know our friend Frithgar uses that. However, I just cannot get it to record at 4K, let alone 2K. And the visibility of not having a HUD of any form to sort of really see what you're doing and stuff like that in relation to recording is a bit off-putting. You don't determine whether you are recording or not. At least with OBS, I mean, at the moment I've got the OBS panel on the third screen, and I've got the statistics up as well. So I'm actually seeing live the exact status of my recording. It's telling me how many frames I've missed, or how many frames have been skipped, which at the moment, so for instance, for this recording, at 50,000 frames rendered, I've missed 44 frames. So it just indicates that everything's working okay. So yeah, I get that immediate feedback, so I can just flick my eyes across the other screen and sort of say, yeah, no, everything's okay. And then if all of a sudden I get a few skipped frames, then obviously something's going wrong with the video card or the game or whatever else, and I can try and rectify it. Which is good. The other thing is also it tells me the CPU usage and the GPU usage, the FPS that's recording at, all that sort of stuff. But one of the important things I've found, because I'm using SSDs and NVMEs to record on, and they're only a finite amount of size on those, it also does tell me the disk space available, and also when the disk will be full. So it'll tell me effectively when, if I keep recording at this rate, when the disk will be full, how much recording I can do on that disk. So at the moment it tells me I can do 32 hours. So I don't think doing recording at 4K I'm actually going to get 32 hours worth on a 1 terabyte drive, because certainly I think with about 15 hours done, certainly with my recording I do an MKV and also the MP4. So natively I record into an MKV format, and then when the video stops recording, it'll then convert and remux the video into MP4. And before we upgraded the hardware, that's one of the big problems I was having with the graphics card in particular. Anytime I went to do the remux, it would fail. It failed the videos, but then it would also crap out on OBS. So, but we've determined that must have been the video card that was causing that. So, anyway, that's not a problem together. But yeah, so it gives me a lot of good information. So that's one of the things I do like about OBS. And we are running at fairly bare bones in the fact that we don't have any filters running on it, we have filters running on it, audio filters. We don't have any scenes or anything running on it. So it's just running as a bare bones installation of OBS, just with the settings, and that seems to work okay. And again, like I said, so at the moment we're at 60,000 frames, and we've still only missed 44 frames and skipped frames out of the encoding lag. Hang on, just let me make this turn. So out of 38,000 frames for encoding, it skipped 15. So it gives me a warm fuzzy that basically the recording is running really well and I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's one of the good things about it. So anyway, well, we'll see how things go. And certainly Upsy, again, who tends to critique all my videos, and I think he samples them for the bit rate for the video and audio and all that, and really checks on them, which is great in a way. I get feedback from him in relation to whether there's a problem with the video. The last couple of videos he said are quite okay. They're quite good. So not necessarily with content, but the actual technical aspect of it. So I appreciate that. So what's this one like, Upsy? I expect a full report. All right. And I must actually, while I talk about Upsy, I must talk about Upsy and our other patrons. We have some patrons of the channel, and now we do have a graphic that comes up for the videos that says our wonderful, amazing support from our Patreons. And it is, they've been by my side effectively here for quite some time. And I truly do appreciate it. So Upsy and Cranky Pants DJ, they are both our platinum Patreons, and then we have Smoodalini and DC Dave. So thank you to all you gentlemen for supporting the channel. And if you wish to support the channel, there are various means to do so. You can do so via Patreon, as per those 4 legendary people, or you can do it via YouTube membership or even Twitch subscriber. Or you can just dump it directly into PayPal, and if I'll just give you the email, you can do that too. Anyway. Look, it's not expected in any way, shape or form. It is nice. It does help us recover costs of things like upgrades for the PC, just so I can record and stuff like that. But yeah, not expected. All right. However, if there's a nice big sponsor that wants to sponsor us as well, like an Australian drinks manufacturer or something like that, because we're in the Australian market, then hey, I'd be open to that too. No cash for comment though. No John Laws around here. All right, we've almost finished here. I haven't checked to see how our friend's going. Let's have a quick look. He's about halfway through, which is good. So we can, once we're finished here, we'll probably go to field 3, and then we'll move him on to field 2. So that will be the plan at this stage. We're at 3:30 in the afternoon. Field temps haven't, or soil temps haven't come up as much yet. So which is fine. It's still only day 2. What we may do is we may just accelerate after this. We've done this field into the next game day. Let's see what that brings us. All right. A couple more runs and we'll be done. Two more runs after this one, it'll be it. So I hope you're also enjoying our Lone Oak Farm series. I think by now we've got at least two episodes out and live. I don't know how many of you are actually surprised at the fact to see it being a John Deere series. We won't talk any more about that per se, but feel free to go and check that out and leave your comments. Playing that one as a go big, go home, and it's a short-term, I guess, series at this point in time, just to help us transition through to FS22. And then when FS22 is here, we'll probably continue on with the Pine Cove and the Ningen Farm series, and we'll pay off the Lone Oak series to head over to FS22. So there'll be a series in FS22 initially early on to replace that. There won't be multiple episodes in FS22 to start off with because Obviously, initially we're going to be forced to play Giants maps. Now, my opinion of Giants maps is they are the greatest piece of shit ever out to Farming Sim. Sorry, Giants, but that's just the way I feel. I think your maps are disgusting. And I'd much rather play some of the modern maps. So we'll probably play one of their maps on launch, and that'll be it until we get some other maps coming out for some of our fantastic modding community. Whether it be from Stevie or from CCS 101 or Bullet Bill or Oxygen David, whatever else, we'll keep an eye on the map situation, and hopefully we'll get one relatively early from them. But I know Oxygen David, I think, has been working on he's already working on a map ready to go. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Mind you, there's nothing personal to Oxygen David. I haven't really enjoyed many of his maps, to be honest. Maps are nice, but I just haven't enjoyed them. I don't know. Anyway, this is what it is. Horses for courses and all that. All right, so we've basically finished in this field now. Now what I could do is probably put a layer of fertilization down as well as prep, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. Although I don't know, I think depending on how I've gone with that, we may already have a layer. All right, so they've been ploughed. So field 1, 2, and 3 have been. Yeah, field 3 I don't have to plough because I ploughed that before, so I don't have to do field 3, do I? Yeah, so none of them need to be ploughed now. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe we can put some fertilization down. We can have a look at that and see if that's going to help us. I think what we're going to do though is we're going to take this tractor back, and then we're going to fast forward into the next game day and see what that brings us, because I'd be interested to see when the ground temps are going to start to raise. So we'll take this over near the wash plant, because we will wash this down at some point. And just if for nothing else, just to leave it in the middle of the farmyard. Can I squeeze in through there? No, I'm going through this way. All right. On the wash pad, there we go. We'll just shut down the tractor. Okay, let's fast forward. Now the animals were okay. I didn't check them again today in this video, but they would have been okay still from my recollections of the last episode. Okay, 8,000 in interest loan interest and 7,000 from property income. Okay, go about 10 o'clock. There we go. All right, so the ambient temperature is 3 degrees and the ground temperature is 3 degrees as well. And just as a recap, as I was saying in the previous episode, we can't sow any fields until we get, except for alfalfa, until we get above 5 degrees. And if you can hear that noise, that's my dog charging down the stairs. He decided to wake up. Right. Okay, well, that's all good. So what we're going to do now is see what else needs to be done. Let's check on the animals, actually, while I'm there. I say animals. All it is sheep. Need to be cleaned up and some water. So let's go and do that then, shall we? Let's go over here. Well, not that dirty. Maybe it's the manure that needs to be removed. All right. Yeah, there's not that much muck there at all. Don't know what they're worried about. Is that all it was? 26. Oh, a little bit more than that. Right. Lift that up. Okay. Why are you doing that? You must be full on... Full. Okay. All right. No worries. That's why you're dumping it there. That's okay. Cleanliness though is better. So now we just need to get some water. So that's fine. So we'll go off. We'll grab some water. And I'll also check on the manure status to see if we need to offload some manure. May have to turn on the conveyors again. Yes, we do. Right, so we'll just quickly do that. There we go. Get rid of that manure into the trailer there. Oh, we might as well just run around here and get the water. Got the water troughs. And there we have it. So our sheep should be pretty much looked after again now. We'll take this back into the shed. I'll just see how much... yeah, there's plenty of room in there at the moment. Don't need to worry about that. Okay. Turn a bit too sharp then. Right. You back in the shed. There we go. All right. That's all well and good. So the sheepies are looked after. Right. What else we got to get going? How's he going here? Oh, he's almost finished. Doing a pretty good job. Clear all that straw off the field. So, I mean, if we had been continuing to collect all the straw, we would have so much straw it wouldn't be funny. So if we go in here, straw, we got 3 million litres of straw. I mean, I could have ended up with like 6 million litres. Let's have a look here what we've got. Soybeans, we got a little bit of canola. We got some barley, we got a little bit of wheat. We haven't got a great deal of crop because we did sell some of it off. Okay, so for some strange reason we had a game crash. It just crashed out of the blue. No idea what happened, but it just crashed. Anyway, we will continue on. Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come. After we're just saying everything's been working so well. Anyway, so yeah, we got this guy. He's about to finish over here. We're going to move him down to field 9, the adjacent field to our south, and then that will get all the fields ploughed in, which will be fine. So we're just going to leave him to continue on. He's no longer doing a course by course, he's just doing AI. So we'll just leave him to carry on with his merriment. Okay, what we might do is we might just clean this stuff up here. In fact, because what happened is it actually reverted. It hadn't saved, obviously, where it crashed. So we had to go back to where we just finished off field 2. So the other tractor and the plough are over on field 2. So I'll bring them over and wash them again. Yes, just something that happens occasionally, I guess. Anyway, and that brings us pretty close into this episode anyway. So bit of a disaster right towards the end, but hey, we can deal with that. All right, I think you're pretty clean now. You're all good. Right, so I'll put you away. All right, let's go get the other Fent over here. There he is there. And we'll wash him. Oh, he hasn't even finished unfolding. Or folding, I should say. Right, there we go. Bring him back in. That will be good to go. All right. So what we need to do this time is we need to get some very profitable crops in and make a lot of money because we want to expand our farm. We want to get a couple of extra fields and really start expanding. So what I was thinking about doing was pretty much just doing soybeans for this rotation. Soybeans tend to be the most profitable crop generally. So that's what I think we're going to do. We're going to just run some soybeans through. Now I'm just going to leave the plough there. The tractor itself is still pretty clean. So we're going to put him away over here. Like so. Actually, what I should do, I don't think... Right, is he? It has got grass in there. He's growing. It's all right. So yeah, that's okay. Right, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if the grass had been reset. Anyway, that's all good. So we're going to shut you down. All right. Now what's next we need to get done? I'm thinking we might just do some loads of straw and sell that. So we might grab one of the trucks. Not you. We'll grab the other truck. And he's still going there. No. Yes, you. Right. So we're going to do, just do a couple of loads of straw, get a little bit of extra money. And, where am I going? This side. And, yeah, just clear off some of that backlog of straw we've got. So we're going to load this up. And we'll do a couple more loads of this off camera and just get rid of some of that straw. There we go. Right. Okay, let's have a look and see what the prices are at the moment for straw. Not we have many places to sell it. Oh, we can't sell straw. That's right. We can't sell straw for seasons. There we go. So we've got all this straw for nothing. Okay, I could put the what is it? I could make the straw pellets, couldn't I? I think I sell pellets. I think. We may have to look at doing that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's no point grabbing the straw. I'm going to empty this off again, and see this is what I forgot. So anyway, we'll offload this back into our silo. We're just rotating the crop a little bit in the silo so it doesn't go off. That's all we're doing. Right. Okay. Thank you. Offload. Offload. Hello. Yeah. That's interesting. There we go. Right, you're going to do it now. That's very interesting. It doesn't want to offload at all. Okay, we'll come back and fix that a little bit later. I don't know what's going on there, but anyway. But that will be where we'll end this episode, I think, because things are starting to go a bit of muck, and I do want to sort out what's going on there. So we will. So this guy's almost going to be finished. He's got 2 more runs, and then this field will be ploughed in. But when we return, hopefully we'll have a little bit warmer temperature, and we can start seeding in. So until next time. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing and make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well so you're made aware of when more videos just like this are available on the channel. Don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord and Facebook. Details are all down below in the comments. And of course, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duckzorly Gaming and Pine Cove Farm. See you all later. Bye.